So come on in, take a sip. Let's wind down. It's Monday. It's time for a Monday. And boy, is it late. Oh, it's been a long day. But it's been a fabulous day. And my name is Christopher. I'm delighted you're here. I really am. Thank you so much for that. We don't have much going on in history today. But we do have a fabulous word of the day. And our wind down word of the day is agilist, which is a person who never laughs. I can't even imagine such a condition. I laugh all the time. I laugh when I'm in trouble. I don't know. Maybe that's just a nervous reaction, perhaps, or it's just that I can usually find the humor in anything. But really, I can't imagine going through life without a laugh, at least every hour, something like that. But yeah, what a beautiful day. Let's go ahead and hop into our grid and see what we've got. And I guess we're looking at a Rena Cohen construction here. The subhead for the column says that Rena Cohen has your number. So that ought to be interesting. Got ourselves a Monday here. Let's see what we got. Let's just jump on in. So Vegas attraction with the. Okay. I don't know just yet. Less risky could be safer. Many a prom tuxedo. What do you think? Maybe a rental? Maybe a rental. And amazement could be awe. Yeah, so I think we got a nice, good clip going here today. Blank Woods, Legally Blonde protagonist. And I've never seen it, but I think that's Elle. I had two daughters that talked about that show all the time, and one that wanted to be Elle. So, yeah, I remember it a little bit. I tell you what, this Fiero Spritz is really hitting the spot. Sorry, I have to take a little break there to get a little solver's courage in me. So scrapes out as a living could be Eeks and Tots three-wheeler. I'm going to trike here. Get on that trike. Circle, cone, cube, cylinder, heart, pentagon, star, triangle. Okay, well, that's interesting. Pleasant smell could be an aroma. Golfing standard could be a par. So I guess our Vegas attraction is the Strip. Okay, nice. Comic actor Seth Rogen. And if you want me to be honest, I don't know. I must add Airheads, Dots, Fun Dip, Heath, Kit Kat, Lifesavers, M&M's, Milk Duds, Nerds, O. Henry, Peeps, Pez, Rolo, Skittles, Twix, Twizzlers. Okay, so growth in a fish tank could be algae. So I guess if you want me to be honest, I must say, okay, gruesome. Like most cheeses with rinds, probably aged. We've had a real scare in the cheesemongers world, right? And for cheese lovers like myself, I don't know what I'd do without it, but yeah, apparently we're having a hard time getting the bacteria together that grows the wonderful white rind on brie. It's like I don't know what they're going to do about that. Like it's dying off or something. Gruesome could be gory. A narcissist has a big one. How about an ego? Nike swoosh is an example, is a logo. Punxsutawney Phil for one. I guess we're shooting for a groundhog. And you don't really see his name pop up in the grid that much. Object of adoration. What do you feel like this is maybe an idol? Let's take a look. Take a look. See what we got. Femur and fibula site. Maybe the leg. Musical Yoko Ono. Play-Doh. And 0 could be none. So home of a 500 race familiarly. Could be Indy. Purchase could be to buy. In one's birthday suit. Nude. Huh. Maybe we should have nude crossword solving. That would be interesting. Like a centenarian. How about old? We're gonna have to get into this this theme here. Boot, good, loom, moon, pool, rook, wolf. Okay. Giving the go-ahead. Maybe okaying. Okaying. Classic arcade game with bull's eye rings, and I guess we're looking for skee ball. You remember getting all those tickets from skee ball? I know, like they would just pile up, and then you go to Chuck E. Cheese when you're a kid or something like that, or for me it was either Chuck E. Cheese. I think we had Showtime Pizza. It's kind of the same thing. Instead of a bear or something, it was a gorilla maybe, but it was like the same thing. But nevertheless, you would like keep your tickets. You wouldn't trade them in, even though you wanted to get something out of them. But you knew you were coming back in a month or two, right? So you just keep them all there. So you get that one toy that looks amazing, and you got it. You're like, really? I don't know. Quick punch could be a jab. Let's see how that works out for us. Not sharp as a pencil, maybe blunt. And with everything on the line could be all in. And rights advocacy org since 1920 would be the American Civil Liberties Union. Andrew, Ketanji Brown, Mahalia, Reggie, and Stonewall. And kind of see stuff popping up here. I mean, I'm just wondering what this is all about. Dermatologist's focus could be the skin. And so is this an S? It isn't that simple. Okay, then what is it? Great Basin National Park. That's close to, well, I wouldn't say it's close to the Strip, but you're in the right state. Bottle served at a trattoria. So how about the vino? So if that's what we're dealing with, I'm assuming this is an N. So foreign policy group could be the National Security Agent or Council. Let's see, vulgar could be crude. So I guess we got the NSC here. And like a pyramid or sphere would be a solid. Marsh plants be reeds. So maybe we don't have crude. Maybe, I don't know what we got. Crass. Let's see. Reeds. The King of Rock and Roll, Elvis. Exclamation while pulling a rabbit from a hat. It's kind of so funny. I was just telling Rylan last night. I said, yeah, you need to learn how to say, because he was going to pull something out of a hat. And I'll say, just don't forget to say, et voila. And so, kind of funny to see that pop in here. So I guess we got maybe a Jackson 5 here. We've got 5 names. So I guess that would work. Strongly desires... Shoes bottom would be a soul. So I'm going to shoot for Pines 4 because I really want that to be the Jackson 5. And so skeptic's remark could be if ever. For surezies. For surezies. All right. Def. So we got double O's here. So I think maybe 007. We got 7 double O words. So I don't know about y'all if you do the spelling bee or not, but today it's kind of just playing with it. And at first I'm like, I can't get anything to work. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. There is an ing in here. What am I talking about, right? I mean, yeah, of course I make this work. But for a few minutes there, it's like I really kind of get my day going with the spelling bee. It kind of helps my brain get kind of, moving. Letters before and on that farm, E-I-E-I-O. Okay, very nice. Cooks just the outsides of, could be Sears. And the T of LGBTQIA+. I guess we're talking about trans. Platoon VIP. I guess that would be the Sarge. Huh, okay. All right, of course. Steaming mad could be irate. Lumberjack's tool. I'm going to shoot for an axe, which tells me we got sweet 16 here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep, so sweet 16. Very nice. So, Jackson 5, 007. We got sweet 16. Train track part. I can't, off the top of my head, I'm thinking a rail. School with a T station. I'm at MIT. University degrees for executives, and perhaps we're talking MBAs. Insect that stings. I don't know. I've never been stung by a bumblebee. I don't think I've ever been stung by a bee, period. I just, they don't bother me. I'm not scared of them either, and I don't swat at them. I feel like they're kind of like an important part of our ecosystem. So I've always been like, oh, it's a bee, Keto and paleo for 2. We'll go with diets. And a nuisance could be a pest. Ping pong dividers. How about nets? That's just fun. Boyfriend or girlfriend informally. I could be your spouse, and I got my bae right behind me. Not by my choosing. She just likes to be there behind me. I don't suggest it. Bitter smelling. 5 letters. Let's shoot for acrid and see what we got. Nickname for Dorothy. Dot. One of those nicknames that makes sense. Receives from a will, maybe inherits. And mental slip up could be a lapse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we got a figure 8 here. I find myself going back, a reversion, really, if we're being honest, to much of what I learned on Sesame Street. It was a good thing. It was nice to have that around. A region could be an area. An Intel product could be a chip. And we have a heavyweight African animal informally and not a disparaging political remark. Makes unfair in a way. So we got a rigs to rhinos. Okay, very nice. So, cell signal unit could be a bar. Application could be use. Home to Hanoi or Hong Kong. How about Asia? And what do we got here? So in modern slang. I have no idea. Cincinnati team could be the Reds. I don't know. We could have easily fat fingered something, but how did we do, Bob? Good. You have a 48-day streak. You know what that means when we see that, right? It means that it's been 48 days since I fat fingered a puzzle, and it was like on a Sunday, and I was too lazy to look for it. So I just said, show me where I made a mistake, and then we get to start all over again. Now, I've noticed that sometimes it doesn't do this, but sometimes it does. So, 48-day streak. Yay. I mean, whatever. It'll keep going and going and going until I have to unfortunately fat finger something, and it's on a day that I don't feel like finding it. Then yeah, we'll go back to no streak. Okay, so things I learned here. First of all, it's right here, mid. I had no idea that was so-so. I think that my Frau would be much happier with mid than whenever I go meh. I mean, she just absolutely hates that word. It grates on her, right? Meh. She especially hates seeing it spelled out. I don't know what it is. Like that guy on Amazon recently. There was a meme about it floating around. If I could ever find it, I'll bring it and I'll show it. But so this guy's got it. He's got 1 star checked on Amazon for this product, but he's trying to explain there's nothing wrong with the product. It's great. It's just that I hate yellow. I really, really hate yellow. I can't stand to look at yellow, so I can't give it 4 stars. I got to give it 1 or whatever. Yeah, that's kind of like Jerry and meh, so it's like, oh, no, can't do that. So mid, whatever. Sometimes it's not really even meh. Sometimes it's kind of sus. I get that. But I like learning a new word. So mid, cool. Other than that, pretty standard grid here today. And for the new solvers out there, this would be a perfect opportunity to get in and build some confidence, right? You get a few of these under your belt and you're ready to move to Tuesday and start taking over the world little by little, right? But what a fabulous, fabulous construction. This is exactly what you want a Monday puzzle to be. So Rena Cohen, outstanding. I mean, just really fantastic work here. You've knocked this one out of the ballpark. I don't know how you do it. I have tried like mad to construct a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday grid. I seem to only come up with Saturdays. I don't know what it is. It's Saturday is like the only day I can construct for, right? So it's one of those things. But what a beautiful thing here. I'm going to really try my hardest to start working on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday type solve at some point. But, oh, yeah, what it is. So let's bring down our Benny, our dad, dude. And I just want to say thanks to everybody. It's a hallmark, when we're talking about your level of resilience and commitment to the channel. And I love hearing from everyone. It's always such a pleasure. And so, you might want to consider hitting the like button, if you kind of like hanging out with us, because it certainly helped the channel. And subscribing is, of course, completely free. We do apparently have memberships now, and so you can join me and my mother for our monthly hangouts, right? And I think it's like maybe $10 a month, or it's not even that much money. So, yeah, maybe consider that. It would be really nice and go a long way here. But at the end of the day, I just appreciate everyone being around. And as always, the very kind and supportive emails that I get on the regular, and the comments are always very generous and kind too. It's just a fantastic thing. So for our 1236th solve, thank you all so very much. And until we see you again, auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, arrivederci, que tengas unos lindos días, mas salama. 안녕히하세요. henlapkai. Be well out there. And to all of our friends in Albania, see a lot of you popping up here lately. We're looking forward to visiting. And soon, you can expect us in the next few months. You'll be seeing us hanging out down in Albania. We're kind of liking that. Maybe thinking about maybe a retirement place, right? Just to kind of come hang out and just do crosswords, right? So until we see you next time, be well out there, right? Be nice to strangers. Remember, those foreign accents are attached to people with brave, brave hearts. It takes a lot of guts to go to a new world and start a new life when you don't even speak the lingua franca. Be well out there. Cheers.